those meditations. The thing about meditation that's interesting, meditation is universal. It's universal. And I'm pretty much sure, now there's no writing to tell me this, but I feel like it's everywhere in the entire universe. And I feel that there is no different meditation for this one and that one to do. I believe that they're all the same. I think that they're literally all the same because consciousness is all the same. There's only one consciousness. And that doesn't mean just for human beings there's only one. It means for every species in the entire universe.
Right.
And not only species, even things that we don't consider to be alive, like rocks, like blades of grass, like leaves, like whatever, everything. Even the device that you're looking at, this cell phone is alive. Why is it alive? It's because this cell phone is made out of atoms, stacked atoms. See, we didn't actually create the cell phone because we can't create anything. What we can do is we can stack atoms like Legos. So like a Lego master, we stack these Legos, these atoms into this format. Now, each one of these atoms has electrons orbiting it. We know that in quantum physics, electrons can make decisions. That means electrons are conscious. So what does that mean? That means that every atom in this device is conscious, which means that the device itself is conscious. Everything is connected. There's only one consciousness that binds and holds everything in the entire universe together, including us, our star brothers and star sisters, and everything else that exists in this entire reality that we can, interact with through multi-dimensions, is all from one consciousness. So there's only really one meditation. There's different types of meditations, but I mean, there's not like they have to do this and we have to do that. It's all the same series of different versions of how consciousness can actually interact with each other.
Okay. Excellent. So let me ask you personally, do you talk to because you have an advanced level of knowledge, do you ever talk to your phone like thank you or say or your car
I'm glad you said that. Listen, I talked about this in my previous Manifest Destiny workshop. The fact that I understand that everything is conscious, and when somebody really truly understands, if you teach your kids this, they're going to respect everything, and you're going to treat everything with respect and dignity, and you're going to appreciate things more, and you're going to take care of everything more, and you're going to be thankful for this device, and you're going to try to take care of it. When if it starts to get scratched up or dirty, I try to wipe it off, rub it off, and make sure it's okay. I try to check on everything because guess what? Everything is working for the greater good. All these things are working for me and helping me and assisting me through this, navigate this matrix. And I was out, a quick short story. When I was coaching at my highest level, I was coaching USSSA, AAU, and Junior Olympic basketball. I was at a college event where we had we take our players out of state to play in front of all these college coaches in hopes that I'm getting an offer, even maybe at the tournament, right? And there was there's probably about 70 or 80 college coaches there. And there was this other team there, elite players. One of the girls on that team, it was girls basketball, women's basketball. One of the girls was dynamite on the court. I mean, dynamite. Outscored everybody. Should have got tournament MVP, but just missed it. But got a trophy anyway, an all hustle trophy or whatever. Two coaches have been following her throughout the entire tournament to every single game. But one of the things they didn't like, she kept dragging her tote bag, her backpack, whatever. She would just drag it, not put it on, not hold it on the shoulder, nothing. Just grab it and just walk and just drag it. Just drag it on the ground everywhere she went to, every gym. And all the gyms are interconnected in this one giant facility, right? At Peach State in Atlanta. And I was talking to one of the coaches. She said, I was going to offer this girl, but I think I'm not going to offer. I said, wow, she's dynamic. I said, why wouldn't you offer her, coach? You know what she said?
What?
She has no respect for her gear. I was like, wow. She has no respect for her gear. She said that tells me a lot about her.
About her personality.
Yes.
Wow. Shit.
You gotta understand that everything around you is conscious. And I'm telling you, when people really, if they meditate on this and understand that, you're gonna see people start treating everything at a higher level of respect and dignity, understanding that this thing is actually alive. A rock is alive. And so, man, it's a mind-blowing thing to come to that reality. And when it finally really hit me one day, I was like, wow, I gotta treat everything at the highest level. I gotta treat my house, everything in my house, everything's gotta be treated with care and respect.
Mm. Mm. And that's interesting. I think that will change our whole perspective on how we interact with everything around us. Definitely, we'll be a lot cleaner. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? Number one, and we'll just treat everything better. You know, you always grow up in the hood. You see people, brothers who care for their car. They be washing their car. They look like they want to make out with their car, and their car treat them. They have an amazing relationship with their car.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? Then you see brothers who don't appreciate the car and it breaks down on them every month or whatever, you know, and they always have problems with it. And they talk bad, oh, this piece of shit car I got, this hoopty or this whatever, you know what I'm saying?
For
so
real.
It seems like when you treat this consciousness bad, it treats you bad in return. You know what I'm saying?
It does. There's an energy exchange.
It's a deep concept, yeah.
Because it responds to conscious thought. It speaks any language from anywhere in the universe. It understands the energy. And when it gets that negative energy, it reverberates back. It just bounces back and creates another negative thing. So the more negativity that you put out, it's like a boomerang. It just comes back around. No matter what you put the negativity on, it just finds its way back to you, and it'll hit you upside the head before you know it. And you're right. I mean, every time I got my car clean, I felt like it would even run better. You know, I had these 1978, 1979 cars, you know, but when they got cleaned up, man, and the rims were sparkling, the trues and voles was clean, and listen, you couldn't tell me nothing, man. That car ran like a champ. But when it would get dirty and I would let it go 2 or 3 weeks or whatever, it started giving me all kind of problems, you know. So it's just all about respect and understanding how to treat things. And when you get that little bit of extra care, you tend to take care of problems before they even happen. So you end up fixing things before they break down. You end up taking care of things in a way that they don't break down as quickly and things like that. So it's a respect and honor thing. But everything, man, everything that is conscious, if you're vibrating at the right frequency, it will serve you. This is what people don't understand. It literally will all serve you. The universe, the walls, the rocks, everything will serve you and give you the positive energy you need in your life to help get you to the next level. If you let it, if you understand frequencies and vibration.
It's amazing. Like I said, all this is stuff we weren't taught, and you know, we're learning at a later age, family. So hopefully you can learn this and we could all improve our life. One thing I know we don't have that much time, Billy. One thing I want to ask you about our galactic family. What we hear a lot about. I remember when I was 19, when I turned 19, 20, I immediately wanted to know about the Sirius star constellation. I heard about it just a little bit. I want to know about it. I took a class from Booker T. Coleman and I studied it and I analyzed it. And more important than studying it, I wanted to know where it was in the sky so I could physically see it and just talk to it every night. And that's what I did when I was 20. And I had a relationship with the Sirius star constellation since 20. Since I was 20 years old. I've pretty much in New York, it comes around during the winter time. Summertime, you can't see it. But during the winter, fall times, you can see it. I've had a great relationship with it. I'm saying that to say, where else can we hear about us coming from Sirius star constellation? Where else do we come from? According to what you studied in the constellations, you know, whether it's Andromeda or whatever, where do we originate from? Because since we're visitors on this planet, we're visitors. Yeah. Where the hell we come from? Different places. Tell me some places we come from, Billy.
Well, there's quite a few, and this is documented in ancient tablets and ancient texts. All the stuff that I always talk about is from studying these ancient tablets and texts or real science. So none of this, you know, I don't like, and if it's something that's my own theory, I always say this is my own theory. Now, the tablets, like I have probably 40 artifacts in my house, okay, and some replicas of actual artifacts. Out of the 40, 28 have references to the Pleiadian star system.
Palladian, okay.
All the indigenous cultures reference the Pleiadian star system. The Greeks, the Kemetic people, the Sumerians, they all reference the Pleiadian star system. And they talk about the fact that people came from there, that there was a huge war in the Pleiades. Now, the Pleiades is visible as 7 stars with the naked eye on a no light pollution night where you can see. But there's many more than, there's hundreds, maybe even thousands of stars right there in that little tiny drop. With a lot of planets out there. Now, there was a war that was so big, millions of years ago, that someone was actually blowing up planets. People fled from that region. They went to Orion. They went to these are our people. Orion, Aldebaran, Zeta Reticulus, Sirius. Also, they have this other one they call the Star of Ra. I've never been able to identify exactly which star that was. To be honest with you, I'm still on the quest to find which one is this Star of Ra. It's supposed to be, off to the east of the Orion, but I have not been able to identify that one yet. Some also landed on a planet which orbits a brown dwarf star that was captured gravitationally by our solar system called Nibiru in the Enuma Elish. And so there's this mixture of areas and places that, we hail from. And a lot of it started originally in the Pleiades. And then from there, it spread out, as we call them, space refugees, really. And they created all these different breakaway civilizations throughout multiple star systems in the Milky Way galaxy. Now, supposedly, one race was able to get out of the Milky Way with the right technology and actually leave the Milky Way galaxy and go intergalactic. In other words, most species that we're talking about in these tablets, they were interplanetary. In other words, they can go from planet to planet, star system to star system.
Right.
So there's one race one group of people, I should say, one group, not race, but one group that was able to break away from the entire Milky Way itself with some sort of technology, and they were able to jump to Andromeda, okay, which is a big jump away. Yeah. So, the thing about,
so who was that group? It
was a Pleiadian group. One of the, I think it was the Lyrians or the Syrians from the Pleiades. And so what's interesting is when you look at these ancient tablets, we as Black people, we can't keep running away from this UFO thing. I'm glad you brought this up. We can't keep running away from beings being from other places. We call them aliens. Because all of our ancestors, darker than me and you, okay, darker than this microphone, they all keep saying the same thing. People came here. These are our ancestors. They came here from another planet. They taught us this. They taught us that. They showed us this. They showed us that. It's in so many text tablets and so many indigenous histories. How long can we keep slapping our ancestors in the face?
Yeah.
How are we going to keep slapping them in the face and saying, "Get the hell out of here, you're dumb"?
Yeah.
No, we're the dumb ones. We're the dummies for not listening. And because we didn't listen to them, look where we are right now. We're way behind. Now we're catching up little by little, but man, we could have been way back up here again.
Yeah.
Look where we at right now.
Yeah.
Not listening.
Yeah. Man, like I said, family, I want to give a shout out once again. We got about 1,300 people in the chat. Billy's dropping jewels tonight. Dave Chappelle said something similar to what Billy said. Dave Chappelle talked about space Jews. I heard Billy mention space Hebrews on my channel a year ago. So I said, I got to talk to Billy about this whole concept again, because this inspired me to talk about this tonight.
Yeah.
We this Manifest Destiny workshop that we got going on, family, it's very, 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 I think more now than ever that our family, our ancestors want to talk to us, want to communicate with us. And now I think they always wanted to, but the time is right now. And I think that we're more open, a lot of us, more than we ever been. Fresh out of slavery, we definitely wasn't open to this concept. If you are Black, if you're not and you're white, that's cool. You watch the show, no problem. But I'm just I'm talking to a group of people who are completely asleep to who we are. So I think now more than ever in family, like I tell you, I'm going to get criticized heavily for talking about UFOs. I'm not supposed to talk about this on this channel. I'm supposed to talk about racism, the Democrats, Jesus, and whatever else that we were programmed to talk about. Nah, family, we are galactic people, intergalactic people. Yes, we got a rich history, and manifesting our destiny has a lot to do with understanding who we are, where we come from, and that's real Black history, Black matter. I seen this brother Billy. I seen this brother. Let me post this link real quick. You know how they got? I need to get a shirt like this, Billy. You know how they got the saying Black Lives Matter, and that organization is a bunch of bullshit.
Yeah.
So it's Black Lives Matter. This brother, his name is I forget his name on Instagram, 666 Night Dark Skin or something like that.
Oh, yeah.
But he has the saying, Black Matter lives.
Ah.
So instead of Black Lives Matter,
Yeah.
Black Matter, which is what the cosmos
right.
say, Black Matter lives.
I like that better.
Yeah, I like that way better.
Yeah,
I like that way. I like that way better.
That's more powerful.
Way more powerful.
The other terminology is a low frequency terminology. It's a begging, pleading terminology. Yes. Please see us. We're victims.
Yes.
I like the other one. That's powerful. That's real power.
Yeah, Black Matter lives, family. Yeah. Shout out to that brother, Black Matter lives. Y'all gonna see the shirt soon. Black Matter lives, and that's what we're trying to teach you with this Manifest Destiny 2022 virtual retreat. Whether it's health, whether it's spirituality, whether it's your finances, even if you have a 9-to-5, like Billy's gonna be talking about the stock options, and he's gonna give advanced. He's going to talk talk on the stock options. Family, it's different now. It ain't what our parents, grandparents, great-grandparents had to go through to survive. Times is different. This digital age is allowing us to be way more independent than what we were 20 years ago. Family, make sure you sign up to this. This is a very important conference. This is the crypto one I'm doing. I got 2 heat rockets coming at y'all. So I'm happy, Billy. I'm happy, man. I don't know about you. I'm happy, man.
Listen, this is a phenomenal life. It's a good time to be alive.
It's an excellent time to be alive.
Listen, we could have been born in a golden age, but in the golden age, you have no perspective of anything else. So you just assume this is how it's supposed to be.
This how, yeah.
No, we're actually going up in an age right now where we're fluctuating in between different dimensions of consciousness, and so we're flickering right now. We're flickering, and we're able to see the grind, the hustle, the mindset, and the different things that you can do to learn how to maneuver in this matrix and better yourself and become better and become more conscious. And what we're actually doing is we're actually reaching back and helping people. We see a lot of these people make it big. They become trillionaires and everything else, and they never reach back and help out. They may make some donations to some charities here and there, that these big time charities that all they do is keep all the money. They really don't help nobody. But you see people like you, like me, and many others in the community getting to certain levels and helping out. Like, I made shares of my company available for $1 a share. I didn't even have to do that. The company is already profitable. My attorney said exact words, "Why would you do that? I don't understand." I said, because you know why? Because I want to help people come up with me. I'm going to bring them with me. I'm going to set this up where people can come along on the ride. If I don't do that, then what good am I? You know what I'm saying? So we have to do that. We have to find ways to not only get the knowledge and then apply the knowledge, because knowledge